today's video we are going to be managing the Canadian Grand Prix as voted for by you in F1 Manager 24 Remote Williams as well. The latest poll for the next episode is already out on the it's not the community, it's the post tab now on my YouTube channel. Now, with 2026 in mind, we are now going to start researching a few more areas, starting with a front wing and a lot of CFD MAU as actual fact. We'll go with 1.3. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to potentially look at designing something at some point. Wind tunnel hours, 10, 12. We'll go for 12, why not? And this car will all be about high speed performance. Look at that tyre preservation as well. I mean, if we can be good on tyres, then that will be very good going into a new era of Formula 1. Starting out though at Monaco, where Norris had a shocker. His teammate won the race. Albon finished 11th. SAINZ down in 14th. Not really any of the results. None of our actual rivals scored points there. We do need to install some more rear wings. We've got a few new parts coming in as well. We've also got a new underfloor. Somehow I've designed two of these now, so yes, I'll need to manufacture those though, because we are running low on the underfloors. So we'll manufacture 4 of them, keep 2 spare. We've got some more of them as well. And we've also going to manufacture some suspension bits, which I actually had to cancel because we were actually running low on suspension, but I forgot that we got a new project in. So we'll manufacture some of these. And that will give us plenty of the old one as well. Now, engineer and driver tension. Yes, Hugh Bird and Carlos Sainz have fallen out. Apparently, there's every chance that his child. I mean, I don't really want to intervene, to be honest. Yes, their affinity's going to reduce anyway. His mentality's going to be down, but that aggression for Sainz, I mean, I've been telling him he needs to be a bit more aggressive in his overtaking, so I'm all for it. Let's acknowledge it. Let's just let this unfold, and we'll see what happens between them.
Qualifying is coming up, and the drivers will be ready and raring to go.
So, into Quali 1, and, well, let's just say things didn't go well for Albon, who got blocked on his fast lap by Mercedes. If I was the FIA, I'd be giving that a 10-place grid penalty for the Mercedes, but I mean, there's nothing there. So that is Albon probably out of Q1. Sainz, don't know what the red exclamation mark is for, because there's nothing actually for that, so I don't know about that. As well, across the line, Albon does not improve as well. Sainz is through though into Q2 then with 11.2, so yes, Jos Piastri tops Q1. But yes, first of all, didn't quite go for a good start for Q2 as Sainz locked up at the penultimate corner, just as well didn't lock up the final corner, otherwise we'll end up going in the Wall of Champions. But here we are then, into onboard with Sainz. Definitely different curbing there at turn 2 to the F1 game, as well as the city of Montreal was off to the left there, through this there again. Oh, a little bit too much curb potentially. They look a bit more sausage curbs than the F1 game as well. Into the middle sector then. As well, try and run it wide, not too much, just wide. DRS through this, pretty much, well, will be an overpowered DRS in the race. Spoiler alert. Yes, as we go through towards the final sector, will it be a green one? First set of tyres was set on the set from Q1. It's just something I do when managing F1 Manager. Everyone's finished. Ricardo, I don't know what's happened to him. He is not set a time, so we will not be bottom. We will at least be 14th. Can we get Drogovic? Drogovic is finished. He is out. After such a promising start in his Aston Martin career, it's not going so well for the Brazilian. As well, can we get in front of Bottas? P10, but it was P11 in the end. Such a shame, but that's very good from Sainz. I don't mind being P11, best of the rest really, but you know there is a bit of a gap, as I've always said, to RB. So yes, and it'll be Max Verstappen that takes control in Q3 as well, ahead of the two McLarens as well, and his own teammate.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal.
Okay, race strategy. I kind of think we can go one stop, to be honest. Maybe for Albon, we'll start on the hard and finish on the softer compounds. But yeah, they definitely can go, but Sainz can comfortably do soft, hard. I was thinking about medium hard, but maybe soft hard is the way to go. And with Albon, again, this is a bit tricky. Yeah, I think for Albon, we are going to start him on the hards. Gives us an idea of what he needs to do. It's only slightly slower. This will give him coming back through the field at the end of the race. That will be, hopefully, will give a good chance for him to show what he can do and make those overtakes. Let's start the race then. For the Canadian Grand Prix, 5 red lights then here at Montreal, and away we go. As well, we're going to ride on board with Carlos Sainz as well. He's got jumped Tsunoda already on those soft tyres as well. Everything up into deploy. Tsunoda's still there on the outside. We'll turn him to the inside there. Tsunoda gets the better launch. That's such a shame. Sainz was up to P11 there. That's poor share around the outside. He was, I mean, he took Albon out in the previous episode, and he's well, let's just say he's got passed already on Albon. Up at the front, Verstappen has the lead then. Up here, a few different tyre strategies going on. Up and down the grid, there's a smattering of hard. Most people on the mediums, but there's a smattering of, splattering of softs and hards as well. And that is, we're watching Piastri and Verstappen, but it's their teammates Norris and Magnussen. Norris around the outside, turning the inside of the next corner. That'll move up to P3 for Norris there, and that's Albon. Can he get past Porsche? Yes, he can. He just, for Albon, I don't quite know what this pace of this hard tyre is like. Really, I mean, in theory, if it's anything like real life F1, it should be the best race tyre, but it's not. And we're watching Sainz there getting back in front of Tsunoda, up to P10 for Sainz as well. In actual fact, Albon's got the best tyres on the grid, but we are running out of ERS, and I think that's going to be Tsunoda going straight back past, which is such a shame. It's so annoying that, yeah, there are a few things that we do need to work on still with this car going forward. So I'm saying that Sainz is able to defend as well, and he'll go on to continue to defend past lap 5. You know, Tsunoda will just continue to send it on him, but once again Sainz will just close that door time and time again. The same can't be said for Alex Albon, who's lost 2 positions down in P17 as well. Sainz again defending from Tsunoda, so it's going well. We could love to get a point. Sadly, Tsunoda learns of Sainz's defence and goes around the outside. She gives in the inside for all the champions, the final corner as well, which is such a shame. And that is what's happened to Hulkenberg, and I think that's Sargent, and there's contact between the two. Yes, so as well, Hulkenberg's got damage, so we won't be seeing him in the Haas car. Sainz there still defending. You can see there that there is a bit of a split. The two Mercedes have been split apart from the rest, the top as well, and that's Albon. He's still struggling. I just want him to be able to be at the back of the queue that Sainz is in, really. And you know, Sainz is still battling with Tsunoda. He's going to send it here at the hairpin. A lovely little move from Carlos. He's up to P10, back up to P10 as well. Up at the front then, it's Norris who's taken the lead then from his own teammate Max Verstappen. That's going to slow them all up because he's on the hard tyres, as Albon is making a move. Porsche going really defensive there but Albon, Porsche has to move out of the way. Albon up to P15, but I mean we need to move away, and I don't think our car has the pace to do that. As well as Norris is still at the front. Verstappen is all over him though. Can Verstappen make the move? That's why I got the two Ferraris as well as Gasly in this fight. So the top 7 are pretty much going for the win, and that is Verstappen making the move in that third DRS zone that I talked about earlier. He's up into the race lead once again. Tsunoda as well. What's happened here? He's going to get past Sainz again at the hairpin. I do start to wonder if Tsunoda's mediums now are the better tyre. Maybe the mediums is the better race tyre than the softs. But of course, we've all caught up to the two Mercedes. Alonso's slowed off big time, and Sainz, you know, we need to help. He needs to get in front as well. Catch Tsunoda napping here. Come on, Carlos. We can get in, if we can get in front of these two, we can then try and break away. That's the plan. But the two Mercedes falling in roadblock for Sainz, as that is Alex Albon getting past. I think that's Ocon in the other Alpine there as well. So hopefully the hards will start to work for. Hards will start to work for Albon as Sainz's soft tyres come to the end, but he's still going to send it on Alonso there, who's let his own teammate Stroll pass into P8, but Sainz is not able to do that, and Stroll's actually got back. Alonso's actually got back in front of Stroll, but now Sainz is going to get in front of Stroll as well, and just leave Alonso. He thought about sending it, but Alonso blocks him off. As well, but we are going to hopefully try through, and Ocon's going to get past Albon here with, guess what, DRS. I do think that's potentially a bit overpowered on this game, potentially. We'll have to wait and see, and just look at Porsche. I mean, this is the problem with our car. I think that our car just does not have the overriding pace to be able to break away. It's annoying, it's such a shame. As well as Sainz there. It's going to go to the outside Alonso, and Alonso finally yields position. Sainz up into P8 now, but 15 seconds behind the rest of the game. Not really doing that much. As well as a replay on board, outbrakes Alonso. Lovely little move on his countryman as well. But Alonso, annoyingly, Alonso's going to send it at the hairpin, and yes. There's just nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. As well, as Stroll's playing that shift as he's trying to overtake thing, and you know, Alonso's just broken away. It just shows that our car doesn't have good overall consistent pace. I don't think. As well as Piastri's the first person. Remember, he was on soft tyres. He's gone onto a set of mediums, so I think he's two-stopping, and I do wonder whether or not the two-stop will be faster now. But for Sainz, I think take those hards to the end potentially. You know, Alonso's starting to make the hards work in this phase of the race after about 20 laps. So I think in the final stage of the laps, we should be good. But that, of course, it got two stoppers involved. So and Albon's actually going very well now. He's got past. That's him past Stroll. Stroll's got an issue with his gearbox. Verstappen has come out on lap 24 onto, interestingly, another set of soft tyres. Stroll has also come in, and that is a red flag. It's Alonso and Tsunoda. Hopefully our guys were not involved. So it's contact between the two. That's actually Albon that was in front, and there's contact with Albon. That's annoying. Albon actually got in front of Sainz as well. Sainz's tyres were starting to go off. But this for Albon is slightly annoying. You know, we're in such a good position with him as well. He will have to go mediums, which might not be the end of the world. They can probably go to the end, but they're going to be very poor at the end. As well. Don't forget, he'll also have damage as well to the he's got damage as well. For Carlos, we're going to move to that set of hards. It's slightly early, but I think I think that he'll be able to do it. But we are going to restart this Grand Prix then, as well. Far lights sign, away we go. Not really long there to react, but there we go. As well, we're 9th and 10th now. SAINZ not having, Albon not having a great start against Djokovic. You know, we 8th. Remember, we were 8th and 10th. Mixture of tyres again. Gasly has the lead, but he's on soft tyres as well. SAINZ gets him back in front of Ocon. SAINZ might lose a few positions here. No one behind is on the hard tyres. Only Magnussen and Leclerc on the hard tyres, and Norris has been able to get back in front of Gasly there as well. Verstappen down in P6, remember, because he got caught out on those tyres, and yeah, a few other people. Piastri also got caught out. Now he's not changed his tyres. That was a thing that possibly we could do with Albon as well, and that's Ocon getting past SAINZ. I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to backfire on us as well. Djokovic is actually going to get in front of Albon, and then he's going to get in front of Leclerc. I mean, I don't mind the fact he's an Aston Martin, you know. It's our rivals behind that I'm worried about. The Alpines are looking really dangerous. So Albon's under pressure, and Albon's under pressure from Ocon now. Who's going to go have a go? Zhou has got past SAINZ. Ocon unable to get past Albon there, but he is going to get past as well. And I've ordered SAINZ past Albon. I do think that was a mistake, but then he's opened the door and let Porsche through. I think, yeah. In the next one, I think I'm just going to leave Team Orders out of it. Just let them race. Make But then we saw it just when if they race, then they just slow each other up. You know, I'm trying to make progress, and it's hard when you've got teams on drivers. And just look at that, SAINZ and Albon, they've got nothing. We were 8th and 10th, and if everyone had similar strategies onto the hards, which was surprised there's more people, and it makes me think that, you know, the hard tyres are not very good in this game. So even Ricciardo's now going to go past Albon there. So yes, this race has gone from being as fighting for points for just trying to not lose as many positions. And to be fair to SAINZ, he is P10, but he's lost 5 seconds now to Leclerc and Ocon there, up in P8. So that's not good. You know, these are our rivals, and we're not having a good race against them. Yes, I don't know if I'm just poor at this game. There's something that I'm not doing right. If you've got any tips of what I'm not doing wrong, then let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to see. As Gasly takes the lead, he is loving life. In the Aston, the SAINZ now having a go. He's getting stuck in this battle for P10 with Zhou and Djokovic. I kind of think the hard tyres are going to backfire on us as well. He is fighting though, Carlos, to be fair, but yeah, something is not right with this car. We're just not able to pull away. Where I think that, with the car we should be able to pull away, and that's Ricciardo going past as well. And then guess pesky Porsche, as I'm going to call him now, after he took Albon out at Imola. He goes around the outside. I was hoping SAINZ would have that move covered off after what happened with Tsunoda earlier, but no. So yeah, he has got better tyres than everyone else. I'm thinking of an undercut though for Albon. We've got another set of mediums. We've got 2 sets of new softs. One set's actually just slightly scrubbed. But Albon, to be fair, it's not quite yet. So I think those that are on softs with Albon, he'll be able to catch back. But I don't know what damage to his sashi is going to have on his face as well. There's a yellow flag out there. What's happened there is that is Leclerc battling with Ocon. And Porsche has got past SAINZ again as well. Yeah. Is it going to be the same overtake? It is. He's just going to let him out, break him. Thank you very much. And look at Albon's pace. as well. And this is going to get worse, because here's Logan Sargent. The man took Hulkenberg out earlier and then made a collision with Hulkenberg as well. Now he's got past Albon, and he's got Sargent is actually going to be overtaken. His teammate, his Porsche, is going to be overtaken by SAINZ, but it's not going to last, and Sargent's going to get past as well. So yeah, not good. We got Saubers all over the place overtaking. Albon finally coming on the end of lap 48, maybe a little too early, but a few other people have made a pit stop. Piastri is just pitted, and also Porsche pitted a few laps ago for a set of soft tyres. I think this is the good time, but we are going to come out behind Logan Sargent, who's also pitted for soft tyres. A few people going softs to the end. In hindsight, potentially we should have done that with Albon as well. And Albon's actually going to come under there. He's going to be overtaken by Logan Sargent. Yep. There's nothing I can do. This is the difference between managing, and that's a Spinala for Magnussen, who will come into the pits then. So up at the front then, Verstappen leads then from Norris, Gasly and Djokovic as well. Piastri, he has a few tyres left. You can see as well, we've got to try and get past Bottas with Albon. We can't be stuck behind him with Bottas on hards at the end of this race. And that's SAINZ being overtaken by Ricciardo. Ricciardo is coming for SAINZ as well. Sargent has finally been overtaken by Albon. We jump to lap 59. Ocon has caught up, and that is not good. Yes, and Ocon's going to get past. Our chances of getting points have gone. We've just not got consistent pace. Albon, to be fair, is going to get past Bottas. Clearly, the soft strategy was the best here after the red flag. Obviously, for Albon, he's taken out half the pit stops. The problem for Albon is that he of course has got damage to his sashi, which is causing us issues as well. Norris, Verstappen, Piastri closing in those two. SAINZ is actually going to fight back though. Fair play to him. His halves are now half gone. The best of them are gone. He's going to try and get past, but Ricciardo might have this back. Up for P9 as well. Ricciardo's got a gearbox issue, but Ricciardo's still the better tyres of Ricciardo are going to let him continue past as well. And Ocon's going to get past now, and our dream for points is over. I mean, I've not actually managed a successful race into the points yet in any episode on this. When I've managed any episode on this game, including Manager 22 and 23 as well. Porsche gets past SAINZ as well. SAINZ, to be fair, is able to catch back up with SAINZ as well, and that Piastri is over to Verstappen and Norris have been too busily messing about with each other that Piastri is actually overtaken and won the Grand Prix. SAINZ, I don't think Porsche. We are going to get payback here, and we are going to get in front of Porsche, but we are going to leak a point to Ocon. That's a little bit annoying. The fact that also we couldn't get Ricciardo as well, a bit more consistent pace as well. And Albon, to be fair, his tyres have gone off really towards the end. He's, to be fair to him, now he's got past the light. He's actually leaked to Bottas in the end. So maybe soft, maybe a medium and a soft was the best, but it didn't work with Albon there as well. So I'm not entirely sure where the best strategy was in the end. But P11 for SAINZ, heartbreak again, not getting points. The fact that we were 8th and 10th after the red flag to not get points is heartbreaking. Very disappointing as well. Stroll finished last because he had that damage. Constructors wise, yes, they're catching us up. 1 point for Alpine now. We're only on 3 points, so We've got a little bit of work to do. Definitely more upgrades needed, but then of course there's a focus on that next year, and we got no points. We're sitting bottom anyway in the DHL fastest pit stop with no points at all. As well as Albon, we're going to need to manufacture some more sashi though as well, so that's going to cost us a bit more money as well. After that as well, front wing, we're going to need a new one and a new side pods as well. We haven't got our new suspension yet. That project is there, and well, yeah, as well. Powertrain wise, not doing too badly. That's going to be our third engine, I think, on Albon's side. We're only just past Canada, so slightly annoyed. I think Albon might have a penalty. SAINZ seems to be better, but Albon, to be fair to him, he can have that penalty if he's going to score points. SAINZ crashes out at his home Grand Prix, so Oscar Piastri wins another race in 2025, and he'll go on to win the sprint in Austria too. But our cars are now 13th and 14th in the simulations, but it'll be Lando Norris that goes on to win the main race as well. SAINZ 14th, Albon last. So yeah, we've got a little bit of things to do. I'm looking at some for stuff, and at this point we need to have a look at upgrading some things. Trying to get the team hub mentality would be good. Weekly development of our staff will also be good, and trying to grow our not only our staff, also our affiliates as well, which is where we need our upgrade to the race simulator. Scout department going to leave. We are going to refurbish the boardroom as well. These are pretty cheap to refurbish because they're only on lower levels. We will look to upgrade these at some point, including the weather centre. I know that's a problem. Possibly the hospitality centre as well. Britain, Oscar Piastri stole away British hearts by denying Lando Norris a victory as he finished third. SAINZ 14th, Albon 15th. Not great. So Hamilton crashed out his home Grand Prix as well. I'm going to leave that's where we're leaving this race, by the way. That's the last video of the race. So Sauber, actually, I forgot to mention, scored points in that race. So did Alpine. So that is, it's not been 1 point from the 5 races. Not great considering the fact we've been outscored by our competitors. We'll look to bounce back in the next episode, voting for which is already open between Budapest, Spa, Zandvoort or Monza. The last time I checked, they were drawing. So yes, unless you want me to pick one, then make sure to go and vote. There'll be a link in the pinned comment below. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.